So I wanted to just really quickly give you a couple simple rules for content creation when it comes to actually attracting your ideal clients, right? And the number one thing that I think that if you've ever heard me speak, you've listened to a podcast I've been on, you've come to one of my trainings, you know, and you've heard me say, stop making it about you. That is the number one thing, right? The content that you create is not for you. It's not for other agents. It's not for you. It's not for the industry. If you think it's funny, that's okay. That's great. It's not for you, right? So forget about what it is that you want to talk about and only post and only create content around what your ideal client avatar needs to hear and learn. Okay, that's it. That's as simple as it gets. So why do so many people struggle with this? Well, the truth really is most agents struggle with content creation because they don't go all in, and I mean all in, on what their clients really want to see or what they need to hear or what's going to make their situation easier. You know, a lot of the time what I'll hear people say is, well, I've already done a post on X, so let's talk about something different now. Or I don't want to repeat myself, or, you know, there's a lot of things that come up. And, you know, and I've even actually heard people say, I know my audience really needs to know or really wants to know about this, but I won't feel like talking about this. Don't do that. Don't worry about repeating yourself. Don't presume to know what your audience want. Like, don't presume to know your audience better than they do. Okay. You want to create content that attracts. When you want, in order to do that, you have to check your ego at the door, and you have to focus 100% on your ideal client's needs, pains, problems, fears, and desires. If you do, you don't have to worry about what are you going to talk about, because you're always going to have a list of your client's problems to solve and challenges to overcome, and you're going to truly understand their psychology. You don't have to worry about your style and your voice, right? You don't have to worry about whether or not you're the best writer in the world. At the end of the day, if you're giving them, anybody, super, super high value, high quality stuff, they will not care if you're not the best writer in the world, if your hair's not done, if you don't look perfect, or you're not the funniest, or you skip over a word, or you say a word funny. None of that matters. It's about the message. And if you're giving them value and you're talking to them and you're sharing something that they need, that stuff actually doesn't even get noticed. The other thing that you don't need to worry about is repeating yourself. Delivering the same message over and over isn't a weakness. It's actually a strength. Okay. So how can you come up with content ideas that show your clients exactly what you can do, exactly what they need, helping them along the way? They may not have 500 different problems. If you're looking for 500 different problems to create 500 different pieces of content, you are going to run out of content, right? You need to create content that your clients actually need and want to see. And the only way to do that is to do market research. And you've heard me say this a million times. So a really good, or like a winning content strategy for all of this is always going to be problems, solutions, problems, solutions. If you can take one insight away from anything that you do, it's this: your clients are telling you what they need. They're talking to you every day. When you do interviews and you understand their pains, problems, fears, and desires, you will never run out of content. And it's okay if you repeat yourself. If you've been around this world or my world for a long time, I have certain things that I talk about a lot. And it's because these are the things that the agents in this community need to hear. So, number one rule: stop making it about you. It's not about you. It's about them. Stop creating and posting stuff that resonates with other agents. You know, you're not an influencer. You're not, it doesn't matter. You don't need to teach people how to dress, or what makeup you use, or, you know, what you're eating for lunch. That stuff doesn't matter. You're not an influencer. Treat your social media like a true entrepreneur and solve problems, give solutions, share the behind the scenes, be real and authentic, and don't try to be a perfectionist. Perfectionism is just procrastination in disguise. Okay. So the second thing that everybody said that they were concerned about was this fear of judgment. You have to get over it. And I get it. I used to record videos on the rooftop of my building because I was afraid anybody was going to see me. And at the end of the day, you have a choice. You can allow the fear of judgment and the fear that someone is going to have something negative to say about you overshadow your entire life. The extreme version of fear of judgment is actually just never leaving your house, right? So it's an incremental thing. You go out, you talk to people, you are like a social human. We're just taking it to that next level. We're taking it to that next step. And that next level of getting over fear of judgment is showing up perfectly imperfect. And at the end of the day, that's all we can really do, because not a single one of us is perfect. And fear of judgment often comes from, and I talked about this on my Instagram stories last night, fear of judgment often comes from our own, the fact that we actually are quite judgmental. The people who are the most afraid of judgment are the people who judge the most. So maybe you want to work on your own judgmentalness. I don't know if that's a word, but you want to work on your own judgmentalness. And maybe as you work on that, you're going to get less and less scared of other people judging you. And it's a cliche, I use it all the time, deal with it. Confidence is not the prerequisite, it's the reward. So if you are not confident, guess what? No one is confident when they first start something. Everyone sucks at stuff the first time. I want you to look at the first time you did anything in your life or your business, you weren't the best at it. Imagine if babies said, I'm going to start to walk today. Oh, I wasn't super good at that. I'm just not going to try again. Okay. The whole idea behind all of this is none of us are good at anything the first time we start it. And you have to embrace the suck. You have to be okay with the fact that you're not going to be great at it the first time. And the more you do it, the better you're going to be. Content creation is as much as an art as it is a science. And a lot of the time, it's the people who are the most confident and who just do it the most and who are the most consistent that are going to get the results that you're looking for. So again, don't hold yourself back. Don't worry about what other people are going to think, because when you're actually providing value, it's not about you, it's about the message. Okay. I hope that was helpful. If you have questions about any of this or you want some therapy in the comment section, I am available. Go out there and conquer the world and just show up as you are and solve problems and give value and interview the people that you want to be working with. And guys, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect.